The teachers, Maribeth, and represented by Maribeth Calabro, in April asked us to sit down at the table to make a plan that works for our students, for our teachers, and our families. We've asked to be a part of the plan. Maya mentioned New York City. New York City has been working with their local teachers union. Boston Public Schools has worked with their local AFT union. We don't know and don't understand why our request to come to the table has been denied. At least I don't understand that.
He's from Florida!
So, I'd like to, this meeting is going to start in 15 minutes. So, our president, Maribeth Calabro, is going to address that.
Part of the song, and Hamilton says we don't know what they don't. There's a reason why we haven't been asked to participate. There's a reason why we haven't been asked to collaborate, right? How else could the governor go on the Gene Belicente show and drum up the lie that I'm the least collaborative, I'm the least collaborative president in the state of Rhode Island? Really? I think that, Tom Brady and everyone after him and everyone before him would say differently, including Donnie Evans. Donnie Evans had his debacle in December. I guess this one from Florida is having his debacle in September. I've asked and asked and asked to be part of the solution. This didn't have to be this way, folks. Didn't have to be this way. We asked to be part of the solution. We asked to go on the walkthroughs, not because I'm an engineer, not because our delegates are engineers and we think that we're experts at HVAC, because we know our schools. We can point out the fact that Aramark waxed over rat feces instead of washing the floor before they waxed it. Yeah. We know the difference between a clean desk and a desk that still has crumbs on it from March 13th. What this city has purchased in terms of a contract from Aramark, reasonable dinginess, is neither reasonable nor acceptable for our teachers or our children, pre-COVID. Now that we're in the midst of a pandemic, the expectation should be as close to hygienic as possible, given that some of our schools are going to have upwards of 1,000 people in them. Yeah. Big bodies, little bodies. Carriers, asymptomatic and symptomatic. This isn't a joke. It may be a joke to them. It's not a joke to us. Don't call me family. Don't tell me you care. Don't talk about equity. When we don't have books, you're telling people on VLA to bring their hard books back so that the people in schools can use them, and you people in VLA can find something else to do. Don't tell me that you care about kids when you have 52 kids on a roster, or at the high school, have 238 kids on a roster. And you expect above and beyond 238 students on a high school roster. How on earth is that okay?
It's not. It's from Mars.
This is insanity, folks. Because in the one place I'm talking about asking for a full investigation from NIOSH. Why? Because they did it wrong. All we simply asked was to be part of the process. No. The media asked to be part of the process. No. We asked to see the results. No. Then I hear that everybody else in the state, now I'm not the collaborative one, right, folks? Every other superintendent in the state shares their results with their union presidents. So I send an email to our union president. Lo and behold, there's an article in the paper Sunday, after my press release came out, by the way. Our results are there. But guess what? They're not worth the paper they're written on. In progress. What does that mean? In progress like yesterday, tomorrow, next month, next year. In progress when?
After the first year. Yes, that's when.
The last time I checked, when we do walkthroughs, there's a rubric, right? How many things do you need to do to get this score? And what does it mean? So how many no's do you need before you close down a school? And by the way, if you're doing a walkthrough and there's no kids in the school, why are we talking about kids having masks on? Why is that even part of the rubric? Why? I don't even understand this nonsense. Stop it. You did this, Governor Raimondo, Gina, to placate the NEA and the RAFT because they were breathing down your neck because they wanted you to not open schools because we know that our schools aren't safe. Not just in Providence, but across the state. And so you came out there and you said, we'll do inspections. And everybody was like, all right then. Good for you, Gina. Yeah, Gina, all right. Oh, they're going to be walkthroughs. Oh, they're going to be working sessions. Oh, no, you can't see that. No, you can't come. Trust us. Okay, Gina. I don't trust you. Want to know why? You lie. When you show me what you're about, I believe you. Okay? When you said inspection, I was like, all right, thank you. I'll take that. And if I had thought for 1 minute that I would have seen something, and they said, shut down school X, not ready to go, and that school will go on virtual until we get that school up to speed, I'd have been like, thank you, Gina, kudos to you.
That's right.
Then I see this nonsense, no rubric, fiction,
Lies.
and then we can't even look at it. Like, all right, so first of all, you lie. Then you make stuff up, and then you won't let us look at it, and then you put it out there like you're proud of it, in the paper and on the news. Trust. That's what she said, trust. Not gonna happen. Thank God she's not running again. Thank God. Yesterday, we're all sweating. 52 kids in the class, running here, there, and everywhere. Parents dropping kids off that don't belong in school. Why? No communication.
None.
Right?
None.
Kindergarten, first grade is supposed to be in school. Second grade, third grade is walking in. Seventh graders, eighth graders walking in. Oh, I didn't know. Oh, I'm sorry, sir, that's not till next week. Oh, I didn't know, nobody told me. No kidding. Calling me shocked.
Terrible.
You didn't get any notice from the district. Calling me shocked.
Network.
The network. Sorry. Network.
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 All hail the network.
We're running around trying to figure things out. Our poor parents. When parents call the president of the Providence Teachers Union for help, folks, there's a problem. Begging me to help them because no one's answering the phone at the district. The network. to find out class codes because their child can't get on. They've been sitting in front of a Chromebook for an hour. How is this possible? But everything's great. Everything's wonderful. We had a great first day. It's phenomenal. Everything's awesome. Woo-hoo! Cool. We're rocking and rolling in Providence, folks. Really? Ask a bunch of parents. Because you know what happened when parents started complaining on the PPSD website? Shut down the commentary.
Yep.
What happened to us when we went on and we started talking about the reopening plan?
Shut it off.
Shut down the commentary. This is not new. Same playbook. We've only been at this for 6 months. But we can already see what's happening here, right? I'm not going to stop talking. I'm not going to stop complaining. And neither should you. If there's something wrong in your school, speak up. Your special ed students, your MLL students are misplaced. Speak up. Encourage their parents to file EDGAR complaints and complaints with the DOJ. Because I'm not getting blamed. We are not getting blamed for this lack of direction, of planning, and of clarity and communication. When we get our test, because there will be testing this year, you all know this, right? We're having YCAS testing, by the way. In this mess, with 52, 150, 238 students, we will be YCAS testing, because that's important right now. That's very important. You know this, right? It's important because they said so. We're doing YCAS testing, so make sure everybody's in school because, your attendance is part of this. Even though if you have a sniffle, sneeze, cough, headache, or any of the other rumblings down below, you need to stay home. But attendance counts because they sent you in the ESSA plan. And we're doing RICAS testing, and that's going to count towards ESSA, and you're going to get your little stars, 1 star, 2 star, 3 star, 4. All that's still happening. Oh, and she snuck in on Friday in her lovely weekly memo that we're all going to be evaluated again this year. So if you're on schedule to be evaluated, we will be being evaluated in this situation.
Let them evaluate us. Let them evaluate you and see how great you're doing.
So be ready for that. Like, as if it's not enough to be doing a brand new reading program, a brand new math program, teaching online and in person at the same time, now you have to do your evaluation. Oh, and by the way, don't worry about COVID, because they got the $5 Ocean State job lot fan in the window. That they screwed in. So if it rains or if it snows before November 15th and they can get back to you to unscrew it out of the window, you're screwed. I'm telling you now, folks, please don't call me and say, this is happening, and I say to you, did you talk to your administrator? Did you file a grievance? And you go, no, I was wanting you to do it. Oh, no. Because if you're the person being aggrieved, I can't file a grievance on your behalf. You need to do it. I'll stand right beside you. I'll stand in front of you. But I can't do that for you. And at the end of the day, everything we do that adversely impacts kids has to be at the forefront of every single thing that we bring up. Yes. Woo! Woo! Because if it weren't for them, we wouldn't be here. They are our clients. We're here to serve them. And for those, I know this, I don't know if she's here anymore. See this bullying, I hear about bullying all the time. And Helica talks to me about bullying, how I run a bullying organization and how I'm a bully. That may be true, but I don't think I run a bullying organization. The very fact that when teachers come together to ask questions or question what's happening in this district, and everybody gets on the Zoom call, everybody in the network, and people from the commissioner's office, that's intimidation, folks. That's to get you to not ask the questions. That's to get you to not question what is happening. That's not okay. And for principals to call teachers out in memos to the entire faculty because they don't like what you did by posting something on the internet or by going on the news, that's bullying too.
Too bad!
So I'm hearing that the Zoom link, shockingly, for tonight's meeting isn't working.
They need the correct password.
So I'm going to check in with them because I'm scheduled to speak and tell them that I need the right link. And then I'll share it with all you friends. All right? I'll be back. I'm going to check.
All right, thanks everyone for coming out. A lot of this planning took place at our union's Racial Justice Committee.
Yay!
Please join us. Join us. You can say if you can't make the actual meetings, which happen virtually, you can still be on the email group list so that you understand and you can be a part of these organizing events. All right? It's all connected, and we all have responsibility.
Yes.
Thanks for coming out.